Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today we're going to be talking about a older deck that came out when Jayce came out. Kind of failed to perform, but I think is pretty okay into the current meta because of its regions. We're going to be talking about Jayce Lux, and I think it's very well positioned in the meta because of Sharp Sight and single combat. Basically, I think it's well in the meta because of Demacia. So let's go look at the deck, and we can talk about more. We can talk more about why I like the deck in the current meta. Okay, welcome to the deck. Now, this is a deck in progress. A lot of these decks are decks in progress, but this one especially. The numbers are all over the place. I have no idea some of the cards that are in this deck, if I even want them in the deck. Some cards that are not in the deck, I'm not sure if I do want them or don't want them, etc., etc. Some weird numbers though, like only 2 Mystic Shots. I'm not sure if I even want the third one. It was honestly just down to 2 because I couldn't fit in a third one. Forged Chief, I'm not even sure if I want Forged Chiefs at all. So a lot of stuff work to be done here, but every card in here and the number for every card has there's a reason for every card and the amount of copies of every card in the deck, and I'll explain them as we go through the deck. But yeah, if you don't know what this deck is, we're pretty much just a mid-range deck. Just flood the board, play a Jayce, play an Acceleration Gate, and smash. We have an Albus Ferris as basically a little extra push in the late game, some burn too, if we just need it. So you've seen this kind of deck before anyway. But yeah, so as for the cards in the deck, 2 Forged Chiefs. I only like 2 of these. In almost every deck I play that plays Forged Chief, I never really like 3 of them. Forged Chief is a great card on turn 1, but an awful, awful card in the late game. Even in the mid game, just terrible to draw a Forged Chief. It's okay, I guess, against aggro decks to draw it in the later game, but it's just so low impact in the late game, and we don't really have like a Spacey Sketcher or a Rummage or something to discard a late Forged Chief, but it's still really powerful on 1, so I played 2 of them. 3 Financiers, we're in PNZ. This guy is just nuts. 2/2 for 2 is an okay stat line. Gives some pretty good stuff in PNZ and Demacia for the spells. For example, Shock Blast for just a little more damage. Remembrance is okay too. So great guy. 3 Mage Seeker Persuaders. This is a card I've been going between 2 and 3. I like 3 at the moment because it combos really well with Acceleration Gate, and it's pretty decent as well at picking off backline things that are annoying. And it's not like we're going to struggle to actually cast a 6-mana spell to activate this guy. So I like 3 of them at the moment, but definitely could cut it down to 2 and play 3 Mystic Shots instead. But at the moment, I'm only playing 2 Mystic Shots because I think we can only fit in 2 in this deck. But you definitely could try and fit in 3, remove something else, like the Forges, the Golden Aegises, to fit in more Mystic Shots. Another quick note, card that's not in here, that you might be wondering why it's not in here. Thermogenic Beam. No Thermogenic Beams at all. I just couldn't fit it in there, and I think it doesn't really help our game plan. Sure, it can be used as like a nice piece of removal overall, but I just think it's a little too clunky for this type of deck. I'd rather just play other units and just ways to keep them safe, / burn, / ways to push more tempo and damage. 3 Sharp Sights. We're Demacia. I feel like I don't have to explain more than that. But this is one of the reasons why I like this deck right now. Sharp Sight is really good in the meta. Pretty good against elusives, of course, like always, but Scouts is getting a little popular. So fighting Scouts, aka Sharp Sight deck, with more Sharp Sights is a pretty decent strategy. 3 Single Combats. The other reason why I like this deck at the moment, I think Single Combat's really, really well positioned in the meta. Just pretty solid overall. I just like the card. Only 2 Forges. This is something I've been doing with a lot of my Forge of Tomorrow decks. Normally I would just play 3 of them, but I've been recently cutting the 3rd one for only 2. My reasoning is similar to Forge Chief. It's fine in the late game, but not that great. And you only really want it on turn 3. Like on turn 6, turn 7, it's not that great, and I'd rather just play other units besides a 3rd Forge or something. 2 Vanguard Sergeants. This is something you could play as a 3 of as well. Again, mostly just can't fit in a 3rd one, and I'd rather play other stuff besides all 3 Vanguard Sergeants. 4 Demacia is a good card too, really lets you get a lot of damage. 2 Golden Aegises. So this is a card I haven't seen too much in Jayce Lux. I like Golden Aegis because it works really, really well with Acceleration Gate. You play Acceleration Gate, especially if you have a Forge, and then you rally again and get another attack. Or you play for Demacia, and then you rally again and get another attack. That's crazy. Might go down to only 1 of these, but I like 2, so we have a good chance at actually drawing it in our games. But 1 or even none might be correct here, but I like it. It just feels like it punishes certain decks, like control decks, really, really well. 3 Jayces, 3 Luxes, they're our champions. We don't really need to talk too much about them. There's nothing else we'd really play as like a 1 of or something, so we run all 3. Lux is mostly here, not because she fits well with a plan, but because we don't really have any other champ. The only other champ I'd play is maybe Ezreal over Lux, but I'd rather play Lux. 2 Concerted Strikes. Kind of standard, really. Really helps with certain decks that play bigger units, like Trundle decks. Decent against units that have barriers, so Scouts. And just an overall decent card. Kind of clunky, though, so we only play 2 of them instead of all 3. 2 Radiant Guardians. This is a card I'm not sure about. I'm playing 2 at the moment just so I don't auto-lose to things like Spiders and Burn and just decks with Decimate in it. I wouldn't go down to 1. I feel like if you want to go down to 1, you'd just actually be better off cutting it completely. So I think 0 or 2 is the right number. I don't think 1 is a high enough impact for this card. Because in my opinion, if you only play 1, for the matches where you actually want to find Radiant Guardian, the more aggressive decks, you won't actually find it quick enough if you only play 1 copy. So I want 2. 3 Assembly Lines. We're not playing Production Surge, so we just need a 6 mana card that creates units, so we play 3 Assembly Lines. No Production Surge because we're not really doing anything with tech and turrets. No Heimerdinger, no Assembly Worker? What's his name? I actually forgot the guy's name. Let's see here. Hextech Handler. Wow, I was completely off. But yeah, so that's why we don't play Production Surge. It's a little scary to play Production Surge with no way to buff them, the turrets, so we play 3 Assembly Lines. 1 back-to-back. Only 1 of them. Kind of clunky as well of a spell. Kind of hard for it to find some good value. But it can just win games getting doubled up with Jayce, and it helps level up Lux and give you a beam, so that's pretty nice. 2 Shock Blasts, a little extra burn, just another 6 mana spell for the champs. 2 Albus Ferris. Now this one, I'm not sure if I want 2 or 1. I like 2. It just feels like a very, very nice card here to get a little extra reach if you just need it. The whole Albus Ferris drawing Jayce thing, it's fine. It's not that important in all honesty because usually you've won the game by the time you've attacked once with Ferris. You've either won or lost, but drawing Jayce is nice for Albus Ferris because it does give you a little extra gas in case Albus Ferris can't win the game by himself. Anyway, though, that's pretty much the entire deck and why certain cards are in the deck. I don't think it's a meta breaker, but I do think it is definitely a deck that can take a solid place in tier 2 and do pretty well in tournaments. So let's go out and try it on the ladder and see how it works against some players. Okay. One of the best decks in the format. Okay. We're against Ahri Kennen. Pretty scary matchup. We don't really have a lot of pings. We have sharp sights. But we're going to be struggling here a bit. Pretty okay start here. Turn 1 Forge Chief is really nice. Mystic Shot later is going to be good too. Actually not going to play anything on 1 if they pass priority here. Want to try and bluff Thermogenic Beam even though I'm not playing it. I'd be very surprised if they just play a Droplet here. So yeah, we're just going to do this. Play the Forge Chief. If they play Ahri here, that's fine. I'd be very surprised if they did. Kind of actually in an awkward spot for them. Well, most likely they'll just play Go Hard here, actually, now that I think about it. Go Hard's pretty good for them. There's their Droplet. Okay, we'll just do this. If this is a great trade. I am very happy with that trade. Getting rid of a Droplet in Ahri Kennen matchups is so big. Like, that is a... It's not game-winning, but it's a huge, huge swing, in my opinion. Droplet into Ahri, maybe?
Looking for a daring escape?
That's fine. Annoying, but I was hoping they would play Ahri and I could do a Shock Blast turn, but our game plan is going to be basically go and try and hit him really hard and get a very big, like, Fort Demacia or Acceleration Gate plus Rally turn. Pretty nice draw there. I'm just going to start with this.
Extra hands never hurt.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a very big problem. I'm going to do this. I'm pretty sure this is going to get recalled, but I'll try this. Kind of hate that I only have 7 mana here, so I can't play Mystic Shot. Okay, that's good, that's good. Our 3/4 can block all of their units, so that's nice. We'll have Mystic Shot single combat up next turn. We've killed 2 droplets. They only have 1 more droplet left. If we get rid of that droplet, their only card draw is Seinen. They're going to start playing Go Hards. Okay. Kind of curious as to why they're doing that now. Nice, a Lux. Pretty good.
The forest and I are one.
Sure. Yep.
The forest surrounds us.
Alright, so our play is going to be block like this and Mystic Shot here. See what they do in response. My opponent's playing really, I don't want to say poorly, but weird. A Nopify? Okay. We'll single combat this Ahri, I think. I want to kill Ahri. Ahri is one of the ways this deck wins. Like, I hate that I can't get rid of the droplet, but it's whatever. We'll play the Financier here. Maybe I can get another Shock Blast. We did. It's great.
I'm your man.
I'm just going to offer this.
It will be done.
Kind of surprised they're going for value here. Think I'll just play Lux here, bank the 1 spell mana, then I have Shock Blast single combat next turn. Yeah, let's do that.
The light guide you.
Little afraid of Homecoming, but they're not... That's annoying. But I was going to say, like, I'm not that afraid of Homecoming because they didn't have that many cards, but turn 6 sign-in, very scary, but this is fine. Shock Blast, single combat's gonna save me, I hope. Go Hard's annoying. But whatever. I'm just gonna blast these, I think. If they recall the droplet, I'll actually let it go through. I think. Unless it's Homecoming. I hope it's not Deny. That's the only thing I'm worried about is Deny. Okay, yeah, so it's Homecoming. So please no Nopify or Twin Disciplines. Alright, I'm out of cards. And Nopified. GG. Alright, so we probably lost there. They get another card now. We've lost too much tempo with that Lux, so we've probably lost. I can play Albus Ferris here, but he's not going to do much. I mean, Albus Ferris might do something. I will play him. Like, there is an out. And that is Albus Ferris with Jayce. That does help. That does help quite a bit, in fact. I'm gonna start with this instead. I'm just gonna do this. Another recall. Yeah. I feel like this is a good example of why this Ahri Kennen deck is so good. Droplet is just so annoying. You can't deal with the droplet, and they almost always draw all 3 droplets because... Let's play this. Because of Kinku Wayfinder giving them more. I think I'll need the progress stay here. Yeah. Not liking this. Thankfully they didn't flood the board too much here. Nice. Just a smaller unit. God Willow. Okay. Well, yeah. And this right here, Seinen, is why people like the Shadow Isles version. But yeah, it feels like they might just have a go hard soon-ish. Kind of wish I could do something about that. I think I might just be dead here. So yeah, they're actually going to pull back Seinen too? Am I dead? So like I can chump, block. I should do this block to play around Twin Discipline. Yeah, this block plays around Twin. Because they could Twin Ahri. She would level up once she switches with Droplet. That would be 6 damage strike. Then another 6 damage. That would be 12 damage right there. Yeah, I have to do this block. I'm dead to double Twin, but they wouldn't double Twin here, I think. I hate it. It's fine, but whatever. Well, losing to Ahri Kennen. I do think this deck can beat Ahri Kennen, just not the Shadow Isles version. I think it can beat the Shurima version. But yeah, this is bad. Yep, and then I just lose my entire board. I can play this, I guess. So, like, I can play Albus Ferris for Demacia, but I don't know if that's enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. And Kennen's leveled now, too. Great. So, GG. Never really drew a sharp sight. That just hurts. And really, it's all down to Droplet. Droplet, multiple sign-ins. We're not really stopping this, so... yeah, it's just sad. Even with all the go-hards in their deck, there's 7 cards ahead of me. I'm not trying to be too negative, but let me be negative. I'm not coming back from this.
The Pharaoh's name will last the ages.
Like, I got Jayce. Can he do something? Sadly, no. So I can do this?
Let's brighten up their day.
I see all. You can't outrun justice.
Sure, we'll try this. All right. And Homecoming. Yep. Sure, opponent. GG. There's an out here. It's not a good one, but there is an out. And I don't think I'm going to draw it, though, but Concerted Strikes, Sharp Sights. I'm going to play your sign-in now.
You can fight. Show me.
No sign-in? There you go. So, how do I stop this? So, like, I can do this. I'm just trying to think, like, I don't think there's an out. And then I can hit this? The problem is they're just gonna recall it. Like, they'll just recall Kennen, replay him, stun the Persuader. Like, that's the issue here. I'd be very surprised if they don't have it. But I'll make them have it. Okay, GG. You got it, opponent.
Losing is just an opportunity to shine even brighter.
Okay, Pirate Burn. Not the normal standard burn list you see. I mean, there's a lot of different burn lists you see nowadays, but Pirate Burn. Pretty good hand, just lots of early game units. If I can find Radiant Guardian, I think this game is over for them, but even without Radiant Guardian, they threw away all their cards, and I've got a lot of early units here. And a turn 1 Force Chief is great. They can't even play the 3-2 here, the Legion Rear Guard, because of this. They probably want to play a different 1-drop. They can actually block and trade here. Will they even trade here for this? I don't know. I've got a Fearsome blocker in the form of the Persuader. Financier can... I don't think there's healing in Demacia for a 6+ mana spell. But this is great. This is really, really nice for me. I will gladly trade for that. Yeah, I will gladly offer a trade. They don't want to take it. I'm fine with that. Our Persuader can pull that in if we need it to.
Remember the objectives. Make the Empire proud.
I'm not a big fan of this play, but I think I have to play this and trade it.
You look guilty.
So yeah, 3 burn on turn 2. It's about standard, but they're not going too wide on the board just yet, so I think we're still fine. We'll just attack here, offer a trade again. That's fine. We can actually burn them out. We have a chance to burn them out with our Financiers and our Shock Blast. We'll just play this.
Not sure about the workers, though.
No Misfortune's pretty good for me.
Explosive.
2 of these. Okay. That's a problem. They'll probably open attack here. I would be very surprised if they don't open attack. Okay, that's huge for me because I can develop this now.
Breaks over.
This really messes with their attack here.
In position.
Boy, out, scalper for us.
I hate this. Like, look at this. This is crazy. I'm just taking 4 and I'm blocking all the damage. Like, every single point of damage so far this game has been burned. 7 burn on turn 4. That's nuts. And it's kind of why I need my Radiant Guardian. Single combat's not the worst. Financier might help. Remembrance could give Radiant Guardian if I get lucky. Alright, we're gonna
Their guilt is
persuade her to try and kill Misfortune. Okay. I'll just send it all in.
You can't outrun justice.
3-2 blocks the 3-3 maybe? Yep.
Gotcha in my sights.
Cool. Anything else? Oh, is it Noxian Fervor? That's fine. That lets me play Remembrance, which is what I care about the most here. Okay. I could luck into a win if I hit Radiant Guardian. I believe in you, RNGesus. Come on. We're good friends here. We're good friends. I love you, baby. Give me that Radiant Guardian. Don't give me a moose. Just anything but a moose, in all honesty. Okay, that's a good one. That is a very good one. I will take it. Another Mage Seeker is pretty sweet. Just gonna pass for now.
Who's gonna get in my way?
We're working here.
Wait, I have to use this one, sadly. Alright, and now I'll just use single combat to counter a Noxian Fervor. Ugh. Sure, that's fine.
Stop shooting.
That's actually fine with me. We'll just play the Persuader.
Hide from me.
Okay, I think we're fine. As long as they don't draw too many decimates, I think I can win this. I really just wish I could have drawn a,
Coming through.
I just wish I could draw a Radiant Guardian right now. Yeah, we'll just do this. I don't want to use my 4-3. I want to use it to try and kill Gangplank. I know I have Screeching Dragon for that, but meh.
War Mason, reporting for duty.
I shall attempt to single combat this. Noxian Fervor? If it's Fervor, I think I will waste my Concerted Strike on this. I might not, though. Gangplank's scary. If it's a Fervor, they bring me down to 6? If it's Make It Rain, and they try to Make It Rain my 2-1, I can Sharp Sight in response. So yeah, this game is going to come down to how many Decimates does my opponent draw. And that's scary. Yeah, we'll just pass here. Gangplank? No Gangplank. Radiant Guardian? Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one. We'll just pass. 12 is a little annoying. Okay. Shock Blast is huge. We're going to actually cast it here. Yeah, I like this. I really like this play. Just clear the way. Double Decimate kills me, but they would have played a Decimate last turn if they had it. Unless they're trying to bluff Noxian Fervor. I'm going to let that go through. I don't want to Concerted Strike that, because it lets me play, by not using Concerted Strike, I can Golden Aegis in response here. Like, do this, and then Golden Aegis? Okay. Golden Aegis. We even have Sharp Sight here. Yeah, they can't stop this. GG. No one card stops us. Even a unit doesn't stop it. Good game, burn, opponent. Didn't even need a Radiant Guardian. Kind of surprised I won. Okay, TF Nami. I've been seeing some people, some other YouTubers, Twitch streamers talking about this deck again. I personally don't think it's good at the moment, but I probably should have considered keeping Shock Blast. But I think there might be a home for it. I like this start, though. Pretty decent start. They don't want to... Okay, I drew a Shock Blast anyway. They don't really do anything early. Maybe play an Otterpuss here. Don't have it, so we just get a free attack with Forge Chief. This is great. I think I'll just... Ooh. That changes things. I'll play the Mage Seeker here. Alright. Another Mage Seeker. I'm just going to start with an attack. Any blocks? Nope. Play the ping, pass, bank 3 mana is what I'm expecting them to do here. I think I'm going to play a second Mage Seeker and set up a Shock Blast next turn is what I'm thinking here. Just try and do a very big beatdown. Yeah, this beatdown is great. Like, this is some nutty beatdown. This is why I like 3 Mage Seeker Persuaders, too. Like, 2 mana 4/3 is pretty good at beating down our opponents. Huh. Sure, that's fine. Doesn't give health. You're not playing Target anyway, so it's not like you can actually stop the Shock Blast. Could try to greed this. I might. Let me see what they do first. Maybe a red card here.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Gold card. Okay, okay. Gold card kind of makes me want to develop the Forge then.
The tech's good. Not sure about the workers, though.
Yeah, I kind of like this now because they killed one of my Persuaders. I don't think I can go for a beatdown plan anymore. This is fine. Don't know why they keep using these Ignitions. Well, now I do after they play that. But they're not really trying to level up Nami, which is weird. I'm probably not going to kill TF. I might kill TF. I'll start with a financier. Let's see what I get. Another shock blast would be great. Remembrance isn't terrible, but I think I'll take Hextech Anomaly for RNG. Like, that's fun. Yeah, let's go for the fun.
Awesome day for progress.
Ooh. Not gonna cast that, but nice. What are you playing? Now, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen the list that people are putting out on YouTube and stuff, so we'll just do this. Kill these two. Probably attacking with everything. Persuader will kill TF. We're getting in what? At minimum 4 damage here? If they don't play another unit? They could play Chompers at worst. Sure.
Let the tide carry.
Well, we're definitely going to have to kill this TF now. Oh, that's kind of annoying, though. That's a 2-1, or a 1-2. But yeah, I definitely have to kill TF now. They drew a lot of cards with that. I know he's only at 3 out of 9, but TF levels surprisingly quickly. Pull that in, and send in everything else. Sure. Yep, that's fine. All I'm left with is a 3-3, but that, or a 2-2, that's fine. We've got Vanguard Sergeant. This Hextech Anomaly still just cycling around between spells, looking for something. It's actually not a bad draw here. Kind of wish this was a single combat instead, but whatever. So our Albus Ferris will do 2 with his attacks. If they pass here... Will I, in other words... I'm probably going to Concerted Strike this.
But the Marcian soldier is worth 10 foes.
I wish I had Sharp Sight. Oh my god, the punish with Sharp Sight right now. Yeah, we're gonna Concerted Strike this. This thing is... Shelly is a scary boy. Even though they have no board, Shelly is scary, especially because they can get a board quickly with, Burblefish. Surprised they didn't actually play any. So yeah, that's fine. A 5-mana removal spell for a 5-drop is okay. Hello, Remembrance. We'll just play Albus Ferris here. Again, we're just going on the beatdown.
Not numbers.
Wow, I haven't casted a second 7-mana spell gold card. Yep,
Dead in their
it's
tracks.
fine. We still push in 5 more damage here this way. Maybe, possibly. If I have 12 mana by turn... This is actually going to be an interesting turn. Like, so I'll have 9 mana next turn? I'll pick a card. Ugh, this might be a little problematic. I'd love to draw a Golden Aegis. If I can draw a Golden Aegis, I'm, well, golden. Pun kind of intended. I don't really have anything for that. Okay, I like that. That's a great draw. That lets me put up a lot of units on board and sets up Jayce's acceleration gate really, really well. So yeah, we'll just play that. I'll have 12 mana next turn, so I can play Jayce into acceleration gate. And still have 2 mana to bluff single combats and sharp sights here. Yeah, this is looking great for me. And Albus Ferris will get some nice keywords because he already has quick attack. I'm just worried about this TF. TF leveling is they're out, I think. Not sure if it'll be enough, though. Another pick a card, okay.
All or nothing.
I know you have a combat trick, and I want to force you to play it. Like, I assume it's like Mystic Shot, but I want them to Mystic Shot now. Ambush. Okay. Glad I didn't block with the 3-4. I mean, like, that was a very obvious combat trick, so I'm fine with that. Ambush is weird, though. Why ambush? I guess ambush on Ballistic Bot is kind of cute. Another iterative improvement's fine. Alright, so the good news is they don't have that much mana this turn. They only have 10 mana to my 12. I've got a fairly big board. And I actually drew the single combat I was trying to bluff, so quick attack. Alright, so let's try and kill him now. I probably should have considered grabbing Challenger on Jayce to try and kill TF. Actually should have been something I should have considered. Whatever. I'll just hit it with RNG, right? Hi, Shelly. You're terrifying.
Replicating the power
Don't worry.
spike.
Albus Ferris or Jayce will get Challenger here. Right? Maybe some Scouts? Scouts overwhelms. Poro Cannon. Sure, no problem. But yeah, like, look at this. Just nice beatdowns. Sure. Kind of sad that I have one less unit, but whatever. Good keywords. I need them. Spell, shield, and impact. Overwhelm. Okay, overwhelm is nice. And you have Challenger. You have Fury. So you're doing 5 right away.
Powering up.
I'll pull in you. Just say go. So they have to block all my units. And they need more. They need to actually have, like, I don't know. They need... Get excited to kill Ferris. Like, they need to kill Albus Ferris right now. Sure. This is still lethal. Like, if you can't just chump Ferris. He had his overwhelm. GG? Nope, that's not enough. GG. Good game, Nami. TF. I almost said Nami phase.
Gonna mark today down as a success.
Okay, welcome back to the deck. 3 games today. Pretty good games, in all honesty. We played against Ahri, Kennen, Pirate Burn, and TF Nami. Lost against Ahri Kennen, which it's Ahri Kennen. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to have a deck that consistently beats Ahri Kennen, but there's a reason Ahri Kennen's so popular. It is the best deck in the format. But we won our other 2 games, beating Burn without even drawing Radiant Guardian, and we beat TF Nami. My opponent played TF Nami weird. Their list was kind of weird, but I don't know their whole list. Maybe their hand was really, really bad. But they never really banked mana, like spell mana, and they never really leveled up Nami. They threw out a Nami even, too. They had the Nami, and they just threw it on the board to die, which was weird. But I don't know. Maybe they were scared of my Persuaders or something. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like those 3 games showed the different ways the deck likes to play. Some games were more control-y. Some games we try to go for a beatdown strat. And that's one of the things I like about this deck is that it can switch what it's trying to do at a moment's notice, depending on the current game state and the current cards you've drawn. You could try to get some very quick damage with Persuaders. Try to be very control-y and stuff if you have some Luxes and Radiant Guardians and just clog up the board with assembly lines. Get a very nice, cheeky win with Golden Aegis like I did against that Burn player. Yeah, I like the deck. I think it has a lot of potential behind it. Especially if someone who's better than me at card games fine-tunes Lux Jayce. I think it actually has a solid home in the meta. I think it's a very powerful Demacia holding deck, if that makes sense. A deck that can play Sharp Sight and single combat. I think a deck that can play Sharp Sight and single combat without having to play Targans / aka Dragons is fairly decent in the meta, if we can find one. Anyway, though, that's the deck, and those are the games. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your opinions on the deck and what should be in the deck, what shouldn't be in the deck in your opinion, and just what you think of it in general. And if you guys just enjoyed the video at all, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. It always helps me out. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye.